evening, a Sunday in the city. We're back at Happy Valley again on Wednesday night for 8 more. A very warm welcome to Racing to Win. I'm Andrew Jearn. Please say I'm joined, as always, by our form analyst Paul Alley and race caller Tom Wood as well. Tom, and it feels like yesterday, or maybe the day before, we were at Happy Valley. We're back again, though, for 8 more on Wednesday evening.
Yeah, we certainly are, Andrew. 8 races coming up. The final race looks a really good race. Sky Darcy, who was ultra impressive last time out, drew barrier number 12, was 3 wide the trip, never saw the running rail and still had the audacity to win and win very well. He's dropped to 15 pounds coming into this, so he looks like he's stripped fitter. I think it'll be a good race with our 2 premier jockeys in that final race as well, with Zach Purton riding Flying Bonus for a Dinnership. I thought it could be a race between those two.
Yeah, and as far as the jackpots, we've got a few first starters are concerned as well. Paul, what are we going to look forward to?
Yeah, there's no jackpots here. We had a few decent ones on Sunday, but none here on Wednesday. There are a few first starters as well, some quite interesting ones, some PPs that have raced in various jurisdictions around the world as well. So we're looking forward to seeing how they sort of measure up on their first runs here in Hong Kong. All
right, we've plenty to get through as always, even with the 8-race programme. Before we do that, though, get into the preview, let's look back on the action for the weekend in our racing review. All right, we're going to look back on the final race from Happy Valley on Sunday, and this was a 1200-metre Class 2 contest. Alexi Vidal won did he win the first race? He certainly won a race earlier on. He sealed this deal with a double, though, Tom.
He did. Golden Dash, who was never on the track for his last start, loomed up here on the outside of Shining Gem, who were fought on solidly. There's Sparkling Dragon getting through between runners. Even Highland Fortune stuck on fairly well there, out wider with Good Luck Friend on the inside. But he'd run really well prior to that, Paul, without finishing in the placings, despite having that wide alley. He ran well again.
Yeah, he showed a really good turn of foot down the straight, didn't he? And he got up. Nice run on the inside there, Shining Gem. He ran really well. And Good Luck Friend, he was coming to Happy Valley for the first time, hadn't trialled there, and it showed he could handle the track. He finished a close-up 4th.
Yeah, it was the first race as well. Virtus Star going back-to-back there. So Alexi with 2 winners on the weekend. As far as the rest of the action, though, was concerned, I suppose Fearless Fire was the bravest win of the day. He got a 5-point rise, but what were the other highlights to pick out of this one, Tom?
Yeah, well, he was 3 and 4 wide the whole way. Fearless Fire for Blake Shin, David Hayes picking up a win there at the Valley. We saw Holy Heart win nicely. It was good training performance there from Francis Lloyd to get him back after a bleeding attack. We the South, he won well again. He's in really good form, the horse. And I thought the win of Nunchucks was certainly very good. He got to 5 points. So mainly 5s and 6s for the Sunday card at Happy Valley.
Yeah, I like Nunchuck's win. I thought it was quite strong, and Compassion Spirit, I thought, hit the line really nicely with a good turn of foot as well.
All right, there's a couple of the winners from the weekend. We're going to see if we can find you some more, though, with our horses to follow. Now, there were a few first starters and a few horses making their Hong Kong debuts as well. Paul, one in particular stood out for you?
Yeah, now there's 2 horses ready to follow out of this race, but the one I'm going to highlight is the first starter, Manstar. Look, he came into this race. This was his first run in Hong Kong. He called Riverside Cash when he raced in Australia. He had some good form over there, and he showed he handled the track all right. He's only going to get better with this run, so he's one. And just keep an eye on the one finishing off the 12 as well, Telecom Puma, because he'll probably drop in grade now as well, and he's definitely one to follow. He hit the line strong.
He certainly did. Tom, we're going back to Wednesday night for you, though, to the all-weather.
Yeah, the all-weather program at Sharton. The horse I found there was Gold Comet. You can see him covering a lot of ground there. He's only had 2 starts here in Hong Kong. He was 6th in his first up outing there with Alexi Vidal on board. But the other night he had Chad Schofield on board, and he finished off particularly well. I thought beaten 4 1/4. The winner was too good out in front, but he was the best of the rest, making some nice ground over the final stages was Gold Comet. So like what he did there, and I think he'll be able to pick up a race sooner rather than later with the way he found the line there.
All right, OK, that was from Wednesday night. Back to Sunday at Happy Valley for me, and Glorious Lover, the horse to follow here, dropping in class into this grade for the first time, and got not a long way back, but had a little bit to do as they swung for home, but finished off very strongly. It's another Alexi Vidal in actual fact. This was Fearless Fire winning the race for David Hayes and Blake Shin, but he's around some nice horses here in the shape of the Villafions and All You Knows, who are very consistent. Encanto Prepared, who won last time as well. So wasn't too far away, and I think you can probably pick up a race in this class for sure. Was winning in the UK for Ed Walker over sort of 1600 metres. That's about the right trip for him. Alfie Chan, Vincent Ho and Karis Teeton picked up various suspensions and fines over the weekend as we head into our Wednesday night's programme at Happy Valley. There's just one scratching, I think, at this stage, and that is California Levy. Oriental Relite is his replacement. And Neil Callan, who was due to be on board California Levy, makes the switch. Matthew Chadwick, Jerry Chow stood on the sidelines, and Chad Schofield will join him next week. And missing out on meeting number 20 of the season. We're on the B course as well as you're on the inside rail for Sunday. Start off, we've got two Class 5s to open the programme. The first one being 1,000 metres with Glorious Buddy and Prawn Yeah, dropping in class. Prawn Yeah, a course and distance winner last season. Speedy Optimist. Good third in his first try in Class 5 behind UW Brother last time out. Abraxas will roll forward from barrier number 10. Working our way down at wonderful times, takes a drop in class as well. Supreme Patrol, he's first up for the season. Last time we saw him. Cool Ace drops from the 14 down to the 1,000 and down to Jimson the Dragon. Dennis Yip and Wagner Borges, the second of the Yip runners. He's also got Speedy Optimist as well. Now, Glorious Buddy, the Abraxas and Jimson the Dragon, Tom, are the horses that have been up at Chung Fa within the last 30 days.
Yeah, and the speed here looks to come from two horses, the Abraxas and Jimson the Dragon. He's still a maiden from 25 runs, this Jimson the Dragon. He has gate 10, the Abraxas from gate 12. So they'll come across the face of the field. Chunghwa Jingshin out of 9 and Ready Conqueror. He sat in the trail last week at Sha Tin on the All Weather. He's drawn in gate number 8. Might be a little tough for Cool Ace. Speedy Optimist should get a nice run through there for Zach Purton. Green Envy to settle towards the rear for Antoine Hamlin.
Speedy Optimist, the first one we'll look at here. He looks the obvious favourite in the race after his last start. He ran third on that occasion. He's drawn barrier number 1 now. He drew wide 11 last time, and he's come on for that run. He looks really good. Jack Purden will stick with him, with Dennis Yip, the trainer. The Abraxas is very speedy, but got a wide draw. Joe Moreira will take the mount on him as well. Dylan Moe doing the work on this morning, though. Will change of jockey on race day, but look, the horse looks good. He's still a maiden, one of these long-standing maidens, but goes well. I thought Everbrave is a horse who's going nice. He's quite a well-rated horse now as well. He's under a decent hold. He's only a one-time winner from his 35 starts, but another one that does go well around Happy Valley.
All right, OK. We're going to start off with some winning form here of Prawn Yeah, but the rider, Tom, is its winning form from April. This is 1,000 metres as well at Sha Tin.
Yeah, well, this is his sort of go, really, is Prawn Yeah. He's won 2 races. They've both been over 1,000 metres. One here at Sha Tin and also one at Happy Valley. This was off for 38. Did little last time, outbeaten 12 lengths behind Mighty Valor, who really cleared out on the rest of the field. But just the wide stall was a bit of a concern for me, Paul, but it is the type of race he can bob up in. Yeah,
well, I mean, we're showing this because this was in Class 5. He's now back down into the Class 5 grade, so it's a thing he can do.
OK, something a bit more recent. That's Speedy Optimist. This is him finishing third last time out, Paul. His first try in Class 5 over course and distance behind UW Brother. Absolutely bolted up.
He did, didn't he? UW Brother, he just led from start to finish. This horse here, though, he got really well back and he hit the line really strong. He drew 11, so he had no choice to go back. He's now drawn 1, so he's going to be a lot handy. And you can see he hit the line under a decent hold. I like the run from Everbrave there. I thought that wasn't too bad either.
Yeah, I've certainly got him in. Speedy Optimist, got him on top of the way, finish off that race there with the draw this time round. He's going to be that bit closer, and certainly agree on Everbrave, just a one-time winner, so he has been hard to catch, but thought he might be a chance in a race like this too.
All right, what about the Casper Founds representative in Green Envy? Tom, down from the 1,200 back to the 1,000. He has one try over the 1,000. That was at Sha Tin. He did place, though.
Yeah, he did. So he's interesting here. He's going to get back. He's dropped 26 pounds since this last start effort too. You can see him getting through towards the inside there. Trying to get past Apollo's boat, just got on heels, wasn't able to quite finish off as he probably would have liked. But once he got clear, got to the line A-OK. I didn't put him in. I did, in fact, put him in on that effort. I thought he'd be a genuine chance in this race. He's at 10 and 3.1, so with some clear room and some luck from the rear, I think he'll be running on.
He's definitely got a bit of draw. He's drawn wide in those last few starts, and one of them was down the straight, so that was a good draw, as it turns out. But from barrier 6, the only thing with him is, look, they ran him up to 1650. Now he's back to 1,000. What's his best trip? I'm not sure.
All right, we might find out after the first race, but Chunghwa Jingsen again and Jimson the Dragon this time, Paul.
I'm going to take Chunghwa Jingxin out of this race. The horse has only had the 12 starts and he has run a couple of placings already. He's coming down with a lightweight now, Karis Teeton aboard. He's only going to carry 122. Jimson the Dragon, he's off a rating of 17. He's a 25 start maiden, so I haven't got him in.
No, I'm happy to leave Jimson the Dragon out. I didn't sneak Chunghwa Jingxin in either. He was actually 3 wide, no cover last time out, and he actually finished just behind Speedy Optimist, so it wasn't a bad run from him.
All right. One more to have a look at here. It's the Abraxas back at the trials. Tom, Supreme Patrol. He was Group 1 place as a 2-year-old in South Africa. He's now down to a mark of 35.
Done nothing here, hasn't he? Supreme Patrol, 21 starts without winning or running second. Kept on okay in this barrier trial, but he's up 39 pounds. He's had bilateral fetlock issue, which he's had surgery on. Was beaten 20 lengths last time. I think you'd need to watch him, but there was nothing wrong with the Abraxas' trial. I thought he went pretty well there. Yet to win, though, from 26 starts, Paul, so he's overdue.
Yeah, definitely. He's run a few placings. He's drawn wide, but he can get across.
All right, we've left no stone unturned there. Speedy Optimist is our favourite, Paul. I'm sure we saw the winner in one of those replays, didn't we?
I think we did, and I think it was Speedy Optimist. He's going to get a better draw. I think he would have gone close to UW Breville, I think, with a better draw. He's drawn 1. He looks a winner for me. The Abraxas will give him a chance here. He's quite a speedy horse. He can get across from barrier 12. Joe Moreira aboard, so a Pert Moreira Quinella for me. Ever Brave, his win was off 53. He's down to 37. And Chunghwa Jingxin, he's got a few less convictions than most with only 12 starts and has run some good races. 3, 4, 6, 11.
We saw at least 7 horses in those replays there, so if we haven't seen the winner, we're in big trouble here for this first race. I went with 3 on top, Speedy Optimist. Good effort last time out, had trialled well before that. He's up 19 pounds, so I think he's good within himself. Speedy Optimist, 2.6 the price around him. The Abraxas has got to go, and he's fairly consistent. Joe Maria rides from a wide stall. Green Envy on a minor line, as to Ever Brave. So 3, 4, 7 and 6.
All right. After all those replays and trials, we've all come up with the same. Quinella, 3 and 4. There you go, Speedy Optimist for me as well. Dennis Yip, Zach Pern from barrier number 1. That's the first race on the programme, 1,000 metres. Next up for us, Class 5 again. This time we get up, though, to the 2,200 metres.